how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Clemson's offense to go on the attack first. Guys, the last time these two old foes met and finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Yellow Jackets offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Out wide left, it's Wesco. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Takes the easy completion. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff, it's Hosley. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Hauls it in.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, 4th and short. I'm interested. Do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going? And do they try to force it here?
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Burrows. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to pass, it's Reynolds. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Wants to pass. Sends it downfield. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Hits inside, it's Hosley. Hit and dropped in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Left side, it's Moore. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Long way to go on second down. He's changing the play. Second down, going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Burrows. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. He's got enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 37. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Burrows. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Reynolds. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, down here on the Georgia Tech sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't efficient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. In the backfield, it's Harris. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the best.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout called by Clemson as their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Clemson calls its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Out wide left, it's Hosley. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Hey, when you are a dangerous return man, forget that stuff about not fielding it in your end zone. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out wide right, it's Burrows. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking for a man, it's Reynolds. He's got it. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Going for it all. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Clemson! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with a look at UTEP taking on the Wyoming Cowboys. And it's the Miners coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out there.
He unleashes a long one. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his finger. Couldn't hold on. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. They'll move the tight end. Quick give. It's Davidson. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but snags it, and there's running room. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Hosley. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. They've got him corralled. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Got to make the play on fourth. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Keeps it looking for the edge. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Makes the tackle.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Completes it in the middle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually
intercepted for the 11th time this season. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well, With their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll run it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Johnson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air. It's Reynolds. Rush right in his face. Left side, it's Burrows. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And we are just about ready to go with the final quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Running inside, it's Davidson. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's loose down the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Give to the running back. Driven back.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Makes one man miss. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Out wide left, it's Addison. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the edge. Keeps it on the option. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Looking for space. It's Hosley. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nice move there. Turning it on. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Excellent pass by the back on the option. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And now on second down for this offense. To throw, it's Reynolds. Unloads to the wideout. Caught on the left side by Wesco. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Press center downs going to the air. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. They were all over it. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Escapes the pressure to his right. Gets rid of it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Keep it on the ground. Defense all over it. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. They're all over it. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted a 4th down to keep the drive going. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Burrows. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson is quick to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught by Wesco. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Well, the dreams of